Welcome, dear friends, to the War Reporter channel. As always, we continue to show what is happening on the front line. A Russian stormtrooper fires at a Colombian mercenary during the fighting for the village of Krasnogorovka. Kursk-Sumsk direction. Russian FPV drone takes out the remnants of Ukrainian soldiers' equipment as they fled from the position. Russian UAV operators. From the first seconds, it is clear that Ukrainian soldiers felt nothing but terror during the Russian counteroffensive. Works 106th Guards Airborne Tula Red Banner Tula, Order of Kutuzov Division, a compound of airborne troops. The use of X-39 LMUR missile by the crew of Mi-28NM helicopter of the Russian Air Force at the location of Ukrainian UAV operators in Zaporizhzhia direction. Recently, the realities of war have changed and FPV drones, scout drones, hexacopters, as a rule, are equipped with thermal imaging cameras, which poses a real threat to the life and health of fighters and the safety of military equipment. On the footage you see the testing of a new suit of non-vectored Russian-made. Shield KMTO 4.0 is thermal imaging suits, capes on vehicles and equipment with imitation leaves and masks. Dear friends, if the video is interesting to you, support it with a like and subscribe to the channel to not miss new releases. And to be informed, click on the bell. Thank you for watching and we will continue. Russian army destroys AFU equipment, advancing in Sumy region. Work on destroying AFU equipment near the village of Veselovka, Sumy region. Soldiers of the Russian armed forces support the offensive of assault groups. Carnage near Kupiansk. Guardsmen of the West group of troops repelled a number of counterattacks of equipment and elite soldiers of the special unit of the GUR and the AFU attackers in the Kupiansk direction in Kharkiv region. Groza fiber optics with VT-40 actively assisted in destroying enemy equipment. A demonstration of the survivability of the Zarmangal T-72 tank. During the attack, the vehicle stalled and had to be abandoned. The enemy bombarded it with FPV drones, including thermite drones, for several days. But no harm could be done. Some UAVs did not even explode, but bounced off its armor. The tank with its own name, Rusik, was able to be towed away and put in order. A demonstration of the survivability of the Zarmangol T-72 tank. During the attack, the vehicle stalled and had to be abandoned. The enemy bombarded it with FPV drones, including thermite drones, for several days. But no harm could be done. Some UAVs did not even explode, but bounced off its armor. The tank with its own name, Rusik, was able to be towed away and put in order. The AFU counterattack near Kupiansk. The Russian army beautifully smashes the enemy's armored vehicles. Group of troops, west, reflect counterattacks of the AFU's equipment and elite GUR stormtroopers in the Kupiansk direction in Kharkiv region. Destroy the enemy is actively helped by Groza fiber optics with VT-40. Russian artillery is constantly pounding the entire front line with fire. Images from the side of Ukrainian soldiers. Gently fly up and blow it away. Russian soldier destroys enemy antennas, depriving them of the ability to increase their range. Russian artillery blows to dust the place where Ukrainian soldiers were actively moving forces. Russian armed forces storming west of the village of Nadia. On the Rutsovskoye direction, units of the 3rd Motorized Rifle Division are successfully advancing through the Ukrainian armed forces. Russian attack aircraft knocked the enemy out of a fortified area in a forest southwest of the village of Nadia, and UAVs burned down enemy positions. Russian FPV drones hit a Ukrainian vehicle carrying soldiers on the Kupiansk road. Destruction of 2 Ukrainian T-72 and T-64 BV tanks by a reconnaissance and strike UAV, Orion, of the Russian Air Force in Sumy region. Large drones continue free hunting in the sky of the border region, shooting down Ukrainian armored vehicles. The Ukrainian armed forces continue to entrench themselves in forests, fields, and along roads near the towns of Zaporizhzhia and Counteroffensive, Ukrainian media resources report. But as usual, there is a nuance. The footage shows a Russian hexacopter dropping grenades on Ukrainian positions. On the footage, you can see a reconnaissance fight of Ukrainian positions by Russian soldiers in Chasiv Yar.
Хлопці, є хто? Хлопці, живі, є хто? Ти приготував? Тайсон, похуй, давай, похуй, без этого, давай. Бля. Да что такое? Отходи. Отходим. Дема, отходим. Да. Давай. Потихонечку отход. Не расчековывайте. Дема, кадету. Давай, отход!
At the end, the footage shows Ukrainian positions being destroyed by a Su-34 fighter jet bombing after the Russian soldiers were evacuated. Nighttime FPV drones strike on BMP-1 and enemy infantry during rotation at positions. Operators from the 26th Tank Regiment of the 1st TA in the Kupiansk area. The crew of a Ukrainian APC during the loading of a wounded soldier, but something went wrong. A drone strike by the FPV on the Ukrainian army's equipment in the Kupiansk area. A hard day for the AFU stronghold. Russian drones attacked Ukrainian positions in Kupiansk direction. That's all, dear friends. subscribe to the channel, put likes, and don't forget to click on the bell to not miss new episodes. Leave your comments. Your opinion is very important to us. See you soon.